Hey everyone, today we're talking about how Jesus helps. That evening at sunset, people brought to Jesus those who were sick or demon-possessed. The whole town gathered near the door. He healed many who were sick with all kinds of diseases, and he cast out many demons, but he didn't let the demons speak because they recognized him. Early in the morning, well before sunrise, Jesus rose and went to a deserted place where he could be alone in prayer. Simon and those who with him tracked him down. When they found him, they told him, "Everyone's looking for you." He replied, "Let's head in the other direction, to the nearby villages, so I can preach there too. That's why I've come." How does it feel to be needed? Do you feel like it's just too much pressure, right? Everybody wants a piece of me, and you just get tired of it? Or do you secretly love it, right? That feeling of, man, they just can't get by without me. I'm the only one who can keep all this running, keep all this together. And when we have that attitude, that really comes from our culture of busyness. It's like we're all in this competition to see who's the most exhausted, and no one's a winner in that, right? We're all losing out. And we have to reflect on that and see how often are we actually just busy with unimportant things, activities and work that really isn't necessary. Or even I find myself saying sometimes, man, I just have so much TV that I've got to get through. Okay, we know that's unimportant, but there are other times when we're busy with things that do matter. Things like our family, things like helping others, things like church. Those are much harder to say no to, right? Our attitude tends to be, well, I'm exhausted, but for Jesus. Well, the problem is that attitude leads to burnout. And it's not an attitude that Jesus has. In fact, what we see here in this story is that self-care is not selfish. Right? In this story, Jesus, everybody wants a piece of him. Everybody wants to come to him for healing and help and teaching and all these things. And he does it, but he also takes time for himself. He also takes time to be refilled spiritually and be in prayer. And the key here, though, is that he does that even though it disappoints some people, even though it means that some people are going to miss out. And when Simon comes to him and complains, he's like, yeah, and it's time to go somewhere else too. So how do you need to learn the spiritual practice of saying no from Jesus? It seems hard, but it's actually necessary for us if we're going to be able to continue to help. It's really the idea of Sabbath, a very scriptural idea that our culture of busyness is conveniently forgotten about. So all of us need ways to find rest that actually restores us so that we're able to help more, to be more like Christ. We need solitude so that we can be better in community. And we also need times in community so that we have something to reflect on in solitude. And it's that back and forth that shows us how to live. That's what we see Christ model for us.